Welcome to Pajama Storytime at William Jean's Library with George and Miss Rachel. We're so glad you're here tonight to have some fun with us and to read some books about bedtime. And I have some new ones that are new to the library that just were published this year that we can enjoy together, and an old one. And of course, we're going to do some singing together too. There are only a couple of you that I think might be here tonight, and I will sing your names in our welcome song. If you are joining us tonight, you can, I remembered the scarves. All of a sudden I thought I forgot the scarves. If you are joining us and I didn't know ahead of time that you were, please let me know. You can put your name in the comments, and if I see your name in time, I'll sing slowly to wait for you. We can add your name to our welcome song too. Or if it's later, I can just wave hello. If you have something at home that you can shake when we get to our shaker song, you can get that ready. It doesn't have to be shaker eggs like this. You can use anything that makes a noise. You can have a little bit of grain in any kind of container. This is just dry quinoa in an old feta cheese container. You can use rice in a bottle, or dried beans or peas. You could use a maraca or a baby rattle or keys, or you can just shake your body around and make noise with your mouth if you like. And when we get to our scarf song, you can use anything you like to wave around. It could be a piece of clothing, it could be an actual scarf, like my Storytime scarf, or like one that someone in your home might wear. It can be a winter scarf, it can be a cloth napkin, a tissue, a paper napkin, a paper towel, a piece of toilet paper, anything at all that you can wave around when we get to our scarf song. So we will get started and sing hello to all of you. And I'm so happy to know that Josh is joining us. Let's say hello to our friends, our friends. Say hello to our friends. We're glad you're here tonight. Let's say hello to Josh. Say hello to Josh. We're glad you're here tonight. Let's say hello to Jamie. Say hello to Jamie. We're glad you're here tonight. Let's say hello to Adian. Say hello to Adian. We're glad you're here tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. And it was a short little song, but if you join us later on, please let me know, and we'll say hi to you then too. We're happy that you're here, and we're going to start off with our first book, which is one of the new ones. It's called How to Put an Octopus to Bed. It is by Sherry Dusky Rinker, illustrated by Vivian Schwartz, and we're going to read this exciting new book with permission from the publisher, Chronicle Books. And if you have read any of the Goodnight construction site series, this is by the same author. It's very entertaining and fantastic illustrations. I hope you enjoy it. And I would like to say hi to Lena and Logan. In fact, we didn't really get started reading yet, so we'll sing. Let's say hello to Lena, Lena. Say hello to Lena, we're glad you're here tonight. Let's say hello to Logan. Say hello to Logan, we're glad you're here tonight. Let's say hello to all our friends. Say hello to all our friends, we're glad you're here tonight. We are so happy you're here, and we hope you enjoy hearing about how to put an octopus to bed. In case you ever find yourself with an octopus at your home, you'll know how to get them to bed. I'm going to give you a hint. It's not easy. Giggly, squiggly, oh so wiggly, super silly, can't sit stilly. With Mama O and Octopop, little Floyd just never stops. That's little Floyd up there. But now Ma yawns. It's getting late. Let's get to bed. It's nearly 8. Oh, okay, I'll lead the way. And then he's off in a bubbly spray. Bath time! Floyd has a giant grin. I'll fill the tub. You two get in. You have to get clean every day. That's what you two always say. Bear, you sit there and don't get wet. There's Bear. You can see how clean they get. Ma and Pop stand by, confused, a tad concerned, a bit amused. They think about what Floyd's just said. He thinks he's putting them to bed. I'll check the water. It's just fine. Here, have some bubble bath of mine. Ta-da! Floyd gives a little spin. Now it's ready. Jump on in. But those bubbles, all those bubbles catch Floyd's eye, bouncing, floating, flying high. Just like the bubbles that we will blow at the end of story time. Floyd tries to grab and pop a few, then piles them up to go right through. And Floyd is in, and right away, Floyd starts to splash about and play. Floyd giggles, squiggles, swims for joy. Ma tries to wash that wiggly boy. But wait, Floyd squeals, we're not through. You both need your bath now, too. Suddenly, one arm makes a splash, then another and a thrash. Another arm makes a plop, and then a great big splashy flop. And then two arms together, pop. Then 8 arms all go up and drop. With that giant super splash, soap and toys fly high, then crash. Bubbly water is everywhere. One big bubble lands on Bear. Now we're all clean. Wow, that was fun. Now let's dry off, and then we're done. All wrapped up in a towel to dry, Floyd wiggles out and gives a cry. Wait! It's not time for bed, not yet. You need to brush. Did you forget? We all get our toothbrushes now. Just watch me. I'll show you how. And very soon, Floyd, Ma, and Pop are soaked in foamy toothpaste slop. And the mirrors and counter and step-up chair, the walls, the floor, and teddy bear. Okay, let's go. Now follow me. Let's see how quick you two can be. Into the room in record time as Teddy's dragged along behind. Get ready for the nightly rumble, the octo jammy tangle tumble. Twist and lift and hold on strong. PJs are on, but something's wrong. Okay, no problem, little guy. We'll just give this one more try. It looks a little not quite right. That part's too loose and that part's too tight. Some armholes have too many arms. Some holes have way too few. Floyd's head stuck in an armhole there. Okay, this just won't do. All those squiggly arms and all those sleeves. A giant octo mess. Ma and Pop keep working hard to get bouncy Floyd all dressed. Another try. Now really tangled, twisted, mangled, strangely angled. Floyd laughs a bouncy belly laugh at all the tangled trouble. And then, whoops, as Floyd jumps all about, out sneaks a little bubble. The three of them, determined now, try it one more time. And when they all stand back to look, all the PJs are on. Just fine. Okay. You're almost ready. I just need to grab your teddies. Found 'em. Floyd yells, overjoyed. What's that you're holding, Floyd? Don't be silly. These are bears. Not the bears in those hands there. Oh, this is just a little snack. No snacks now, Floyd. Let's put those back. But the bears would like a tiny bite. No, sir, absolutely not. The bears have had enough tonight. We're good to go, says Mama. Now we're all ready. Grab your teddy. Everyone, it's time for bed. Floyd's parents kiss him on the head. 8 little arms wrap up in a hug round his parents oh so tight. And then Floyd whispers, I love you both. And click, off goes the light. Floyd's wiggly arms stretch way out straight, reaching up toward the sky. He yawns a great big tired yawn and lets out a long, deep sigh. I'm so sleepy now, says Floyd, from that big job I had to do. It's not easy to get you both to bed. You're a lot of work, you two. But Ma and Pop are so wiped out, they're both snoozing nice and sound. They were trying to get Floyd to sleep, but the job got turned around. Floyd turns one last somersault, rubs his eyes, scratches his head. He reaches out for Teddy Bear and curls up into bed. It's peaceful, dark, and quiet now. The day is finally through. Floyd whispers into Teddy's ear, Bear, I saved this one just for you. Who do you think was really going to eat that sandwich? Do you think Floyd, the octopus, was going to eat it, or do you think his teddy was? I don't know. It's probably not a good idea to eat a sandwich in your bed, right? Even though Floyd and his parents are getting ready for bed now, we are not quite ready, are we? We have some more things to do first. So if you have something that you can use to shake, whether it's shaker eggs or something else, you can get that out now. And we are going to do our shaker song. Are you ready? I have my eggs, so I'm ready. Let's shake together.
Shake it, everybody, shake it. Shake it, everybody, shake it. Shake it, everybody, shake it. Come on and shake it with me.
Shake it on your tummy. Shake it on your tummy. Shake it on your tummy. Come on and shake it with me.
Come on, shake it up. Come on, shake it down. Come on, shake it all around. Shake it anywhere you want.
Shake it, everybody, shake it. Shake it, everybody, shake it. Shake it, everybody, shake it.
Come on and shake it with me. Shake it on your toes. Shake it on your toes. Shake it on your toes. Come on and shake it with me.
Shake it on your knees. Shake it on your knees. Shake it on your knees. Come on and shake it with me.
Come on, shake it up. Come on, shake it down. Come on, shake it all around. Shake it anywhere you want.
Shake it, everybody, shake it. Shake it, everybody, shake it. Shake it,
Everybody shake it. Come on and shake it with me. Shake it on your head. Shake it, shake it, shake it on your head. Shake it, shake it, shake it on your head. Come on and shake it with me.
Shake it, shake it, shake it on your elbow. Shake it, shake it, shake it on your elbow. Shake it, shake it, shake it on your elbow. Come on and shake it with me.
Come on, shake it up. Come on, shake it down. Come on, shake it all around. Shake it any way you want.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, everybody shake it. Shake it, shake it, everybody shake it. Shake it, shake it, everybody shake it.
Come on and shake it with me. Come on and shake it with me. Come on and shake it with me.
Very good. Very good shaking, my friends. Whatever you had to shake with, I'm glad we could shake it together. Now we are ready for our second book for tonight, called Good Night, Lulu. Lulu is a chicken. It's by Paulette Bogan, and I'm going to read this tonight for you with permission from Bloomsbury Children's Books, the publisher. Good night, Lulu. I'm going to come a little closer so you can see the pictures. Lulu climbed into her bed. Her mama tucked her in, fluffed her hay, and pecked her on the head. Gently, of course. Good night, my little chickadee, said Mama. Good night, my mama, said Lulu. As Mama Chicken turned out the lights, Lulu called out, What if a big brown bear comes in while I'm sleeping? Oh, sweetie, there are no bears here, said Mama. But what if there is a bear? Asked Lulu. Then I would slap and cluck and scare it and chase it all the way back to the forest where it belongs, answered Mama. Lulu smiled. Good night now, my sweetie pie, whispered Mama. Mama? Asked Lulu. Yes, Lulu, said Mama. What if a big striped tiger comes in while I am sleeping? Asked Lulu. Oh, honey, there are no tigers here, said Mama. But what if there is a tiger? Asked Lulu. Then I would pull its tail and roar and drag that tiger all the way back to the jungle where it belongs, said Mama. Lulu giggled. Good night now, my little pumpkin, said Mama. But Mama, what if an alligator comes in while I'm sleeping? Asked Lulu. Oh, my little Pookie Bear, there are no alligators here, answered Mama. But what if there is an alligator? Asked Lulu. Then I would stomp and yell and chase it all the way back to the icky, sticky swamp where it belongs, said Mama. Lulu's eyes were getting sleepy. Lulu sat up one more time with a smile on her face. Mama, what if the pigs come in while I'm sleeping? Mama turned back to look at Lulu. Oh, my little darling, did you say, what if the pigs come in while you're sleeping? Lulu's eyes widened. Then I would grab them and tickle them and squeeze them and kiss them all over their faces. Mwah! And then I would tuck them in and say goodnight. So Mama Chicken did just that. Lulu and the pigs were all comfy cozy now and almost asleep when Lulu said, "Mama?" "Yes, my love," sighed Mama. "I love you, Mama," laughed Lulu, and Mama answered, "Good night, my little Lulu. I love you too." And there are all the wild animals sleeping in their habitat where they belong. But we're not ready to sleep yet, are we? Not yet. Find something that you can use for a scarf and get it out, because we are going to wave our scarves or whatever you have around. We're going to practice doing opposites, which you probably already know, but it's fun to wave a scarf around and sing a song about it anyway. We wave up high like this. If I wave up too high, you can't see my scarf. So you can wave really high, and I'm going to wave right here so you can see. We wave up high like this. With our friends at story time, we wave up high like this. And the opposite of high is low. And again, if I wave down, 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 down low, you won't see my scarf. So you wave as down as low as you can, and I will wave here. We wave down low like this. We wave down low like this. With our friends at story time, we wave down low like this. We wave slowly like this. We wave slowly like this. With our friends at story time, we wave slowly like this. And the opposite of slow is fast. We wave really fast like this. We wave really fast like this. With our friends at story time, we wave really fast like this. And we wave even faster like this. We wave even faster like this. With our friends at story time, we wave even faster like this. Woo! We wave up and down. We wave up and down. With our friends at story time, we wave up and down. And we wave side to side. We wave side to side. With our friends at story time, we wave side to side. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. With our friends at story time, we wave goodbye like this. And the opposite of goodbye is hello, because we're not ready to say goodbye yet, are we? We wave hello like this. We wave hello like this. With our friends at story time, we wave hello like this. We're doing the same motion for hello and goodbye, but the two words mean something different. Hello, we say when we first see someone, and goodbye we say before we leave. But did you know in some places, like in Hawaii, they use the same word for both, and you might know what it is. Aloha. Aloha. Let's wave good night, because we're almost getting ready to say good night. Not quite all the way, but we'll do one more verse with our scarf song. We wave good night like this. We wave good night like this. To our friends at story time, we wave good night like this. We still have one more book to read, though. The yawns are coming. When I read this book by myself, I almost fell asleep because every page made me want to yawn. And I bet it's going to make you yawn too. It's very hard to even think about yawns without yawning. Let's see if you can do it. I couldn't. The yawns are coming. You can run, you can hide, but you can't escape the yawns. That's what it says on the back. This book is by Christopher Eliopoulos. And this is another new book to our library, published this year. I'm going to read it with permission of the publisher, Dial Books for Young Readers. The yawns are coming. We were going to have so much fun. My best friend Noodles was at my house for a sleepover, but we weren't going to sleep. We were planning to stay up all night long. We made a list of all the fun things we would do. We played hide and seek and board games and soccer. We jumped on the trampoline, and when it got dark, we collected fireflies. And then it happened. Oh no. What? The yawns are coming! The yawns? Look, that's a little yawn sneaking in. The yawns! Run! There were hundreds of them. We ran and we climbed and we sneaked and we hid. But it was no use. The yawns caught us. We couldn't resist them. I would yawn. Then Noodles would yawn. Then I would yawn again. Then Noodles would yawn again. But I wasn't having it. No, we are supposed to stay up all night. Noodles only responded with a yawn. Then, out of nowhere, splop! A doze landed on Noodles' head. I tried to keep Noodles awake. We still had lots of items on our list of fun things to do. But it was too late. The snores had arrived and were dancing around Noodles' head. My eyes were getting heavy. They were just about to close when a sleepy covered me up. It was warm and safe. Before I knew it, it was morning. Noodles, who was awake and smiling, had made a new list. We were going to have so much fun. My friends, sometimes at bedtime there are so many things that we want to do and that we have planned to do before we go to sleep, but it's always there for us to do tomorrow. So when it's time to go to sleep, it's okay to close our eyes and let the yawns and the snores and the sleepies take over. I'm so glad that you joined me tonight for some bedtime stories. And just like always, I'm going to send you on your way with bubbles. So maybe you have bubbles at home and you're allowed to blow them inside. Probably not. And now it's starting to get dark, so you might not be able to blow bubbles outside. But if you are, you can do that now or after story time, or you can just enjoy the bubbles that I'm going to blow for you now. Just like we always do. There are bubbles in the air, in the air. There are bubbles in the air, in the air. There are bubbles in the air, there are bubbles everywhere. There are bubbles in the air everywhere. There are bubbles way up high, way up high. There are bubbles way up high, way up high. There are bubbles way up high. There are bubbles in the sky. There are bubbles way up high in the sky. There are bubbles way down low, way down low. There are bubbles way down low, way down low. There are bubbles way down low, and they tickle on your toes. There are bubbles way down low on your toes, and the bubbles say good night, say good night. And the bubbles say good night, say good night. And the bubbles say good night. Say good night and sleep tight. And the bubbles say good night and sleep tight. Good night, my wonderful friends. Thank you so much for spending part of your evening with me. I hope you have wonderful dreams and beautiful sleep, and I will see you next time.